Welcome back to Killstreak, everybody. This is going to be a short stream. I'll start with that because my room is probably... Okay, this isn't accurate. Let me see here. My room's probably 82 degrees Fahrenheit. It's toasty in here. We're having some hot weather. And my room doesn't get very good AC. I like to suffer through it because I think it's kind of funny, but wouldn't recommend. So we're probably only going to be around for about maybe an hour, hopefully. But we can show off what we've worked on. I have done quite a bit. Lots of just small details. Can't really focus on too much. We got the sides of this railroad done. It turned out really nice. I'm a little bit proud of this, even though it's just dead bushes and dead looking grass. That's all it is. And buttons. But I feel like it really ties this together. It's like, this is done. Doesn't feel like it's empty spots like over there is, which is good. And then we also blended the mossy cobblestone into the rest of the green. We added the extra detail to everything. We put in paths, and most notably, probably the first thing you've seen is all of these trees. That's a lot of trees. Jem built the spruce trees, these tall ones. I think they're pines, probably. And I worked on these, I guess these are more like aspens, and these birch trees. And we worked on this pond a little bit, too. I'm thinking we can do some extra detail. Some of my favorite things to do for ponds are you get some grass, seagrass, just, you know, throw in a couple bits of that. Always good. Maybe even a little bit of mud. Why not, right? Get some of that mud in there. And then you can kind of blend it with seagrass. Always good stuff. And then we also have, which is really powerful, is getting some green glass panes, as well as brown candles. Now, this is a pretty common thing people do, but it's just so cool. Get some cattails going. I mean, come on, that's so cool. Now, can we copy this? We can. Okay. If this gets updated, it's going to be very tedious. Can I put water in this without updating it? I cannot. Okay. We're just going to do that because that's just easier. Get some nice Mario music going. Oh yeah, we're vibing. Maybe we'll also have a segment where talk about what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade. That just sounded good to me. Nothing beats cooling off like a Mike's Hard Lemonade, that's for sure. What? What is this doing? Do I have my weird placement turned on? I think I do. I do, don't I? I do. Also, that was a double mistake. There. Yeah, you can place stuff. With the Axiom mod, you can do crazy stuff like placing stuff literally wherever you want. Like, I wonder, does this... No, that's considered an update. But that's how I placed, actually, this stuff. I didn't use commands for it. I just placed it by hand because that was just easier. Which is really nice. And doing stuff like this, like what Gem did. Very powerful tools. You gotta love them. Oop. And then maybe we get some... What's the... Yeah, lily pads is what I was gonna say. Lily pads are good. It would be nice. Okay, here's something that makes me kind of sad is frog spawn. No matter what, you can have, you know, ticks turned off. You can have everything turned off. This will still turn into tadpoles. No matter what you do. You can't fix that. That's a little bit sad for me. Maybe we can do a move, actually. Do a move. This, like, general square down a block. Oh, yeah, perfect. If you go in there a little bit, like a place where catfish, you know, if you were fishing catfish right there, 100%. 110% even. That's better. Let's get some replace on. I love replace for stuff like this. Just makes it so much easier. Actually, I should have made this mud even. Get the mud and then the muddy mangrove. Just like that. Okay, perfect. And then we can tidy up a little bit. Get some like piles of rocks in here. And some of this we can... Let's blend a little bit better. Actually, I don't need to be doing that. Okay, if I... wonder if there's a way to disable that. There probably has to be, but... Oh. Oops, it broke the frog spawn. Top 10 saddest moments of the stream right there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely more pondy, right? It's a pondy scheme. What are we listening to? I got a tab. Technical... Oh, it's from Of course, it's from Portal. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, and then we get our lily pads. I say we put them more in this area. What was that? Oh, I'm in replace mode. I'm stupid. Okay. I know exactly what that was, though. And then maybe we can try with pink petals, maybe? And a trapdoor. Maybe? This is kind of pushing it. No, I'm stupid. Petals aren't in the middle. The green or the yellow part's in the middle. Duh. Maybe we could look at these pink terracottas. Set them down, of course. Then how do we add the like leaves around it? Can't really do this because it looks stupid. Honestly, it's not that bad, but I still think it's kind of dumb. How do we get jump boost? No. Ooh, moss. That's it. Where'd it go? Why am I so blind? Moss. Carpet. Okay, so if we do that for this, like so. This doesn't break it, does it? Okay, we're good. That's really ugly, though. This is actually backwards, isn't it? Kind of looks better when one of them's messed up, though. It makes it less symmetrical. That's actually funny. I think that's generally just a better texture that way. Maybe. Okay, that's ugly. Let's get rid of that. Oh, we don't have any real water underneath. Oh, and one thing that we didn't talk about. We got parkour working. You can set times now with that. I started with fly over here. Some wacky music. We're not escaping it today. We're going to embrace the wacky music. So now it can actually detect how strong of a hit you get as a whiff. So if you get a bullseye, you get a strong signal. And that was actually double. Let me set this up close. So if I do on the very edge, it's a weak hit. I do somewhere in the middle, medium, and then near a bullseye is strong. We're going to use that for the minigame, and we can get, depending on how well of a multiplier you get with these, as well as how far it is. I think I'm just going to do 1 tick for every second, or 1 point for every tick the arrow is in the air. So if like all the way back here it's in the air for like 3 seconds, it's like 60 points. I still want it being further away and hitting it to outpace it being close and getting a bullseye, I would think, but not by much. Like hitting it weakly, let alone hitting it strong. So it's just balance. It's just number tweaking. Nobody actually cares about that type of stuff. That's not too bad. That's pretty full. I do think I'm totally blanking on how this is supposed to look. Maybe yellow in the middle? I don't think so. We could try it. That's not too bad. Okay with that. Maybe we just get a yellow carpet. And then do it this way. And then maybe instead of being in the water, we do it on top of the water. I'm trying to do lily pad flowers, and my brain's not working for him. But I think this is it. Make sure we include that. Perfect. So some people can come over here and open all of the trapdoors while they're playing the game. Mess up the whole lobby. Nice. Okay. That's Gemma's built this pole she's still on. And we can check out what she's been working on. But I don't know. I don't know what this pole's for. Oh, she also built this I forgot to mention these willows. I forgot about them. Which is weird because that's what we've been looking at for the past 10 minutes. Let's look at the parkour. Villains flip trapdoors on servers. Absolutely, Flamingo. Absolutely. Especially one villain named Vilder. No, Vilder's actually pretty honorable. He's a villain, but he's an honorable villain. The park looks great. We're going to try to make it more dense. There's going to be a little cabin here, or some sort of building where we can play a target minigame. The emerald blocks are kind of framing it in. We have a general idea. However that works out. But got the paths set. The train's finished. Vilder is the best bug tester ever. But you got to be with people that are patient when you're testing with Vilder, because he's going to break it continually. And as you're fixing it 10 times, everybody else is going to be upset because the game keeps breaking. But Flamingo, we got the rest of the builds done, all of the buildings. There's a lot to look at here, so we'll take it a little bit slower. The settings, maps, start button, and then the... Were you here, Flamingo, for the credits? We also have chairs, which is great. Wait for it. Oh, you were not. This is the most complicated part of the map right here. The actual gameplay, nothing. It's pointless. This stuff, this is peak command block. Actually, it's data pack. Peak data packing. I had a really hard time finding it so that it works. Like, it's still a little bit jank when you're really up close. But finding it to where it's two-dimensional, I had it working like pretty decently, going back like 10 blocks into the darkness. But now it's like, it's two-dimensional, so it's actually pretty good. I had to create a scoreboard because of the scaling. Hey, God of Sound's here, nice. Welcome back, God of Sound. Thanks, Flamingo. Oh, Andil is here too. Andil. Man, you got the whole crew today. Nice. I'm on the speed running. Okay, so we also have a parkour course, which takes about 2 minutes to do. It's completely done. It's a little over 2 minutes, actually. If you don't cheat a big chunk of it. Which I definitely will, just for the sake of... Or I'll cheat skipping sections. Maybe not. Okay, that's the hardest part right there. And then you can do this, or you can... Right now, this is also a very valid skip. Then going through here, which apparently I can't make this jump ever. I had to put a little bit of this from the first Killstreak map in here because I think it's funny. It's not nearly as bad as the first one. And you've got the train cars you go through. Go through all the train cars. I tried to keep them a little bit different, but they're not completely perfect. This was a very good skip. You could jump on this building, and so I had to add some weird guttering. That's kind of funny. Return run function. So it's like what function? Oh no, it's. Oh, that's. I guess that's new. With this data pack, I've been like barely testing out a lot of that stuff, and most of it is so simple. I don't need anything like that, but that's really nice. That's the type of stuff. Basically, it's. I hit my head on that chain. It is nice stuff. Get across this. Man, I've been missing that jump lately. Go over here. What I really like, though, Flamingo, is the using with, the data one. Yeah, you like the giant pet. This building's kind of jank, but it's supposed to be. Using function, whatever, with, and then either storage or just, I think it's just like that, with that directly with the data. I was able to make all of these particles data driven. So the data pack actually is basically saying it's only like one set of functions instead of one per each of these particles. Or like, checking which one it is and displaying everything. It just passes all the data through. And it's so cool because it makes data-driven stuff very easy. So you can select your wind music. That was death particles. When you die, you spawn a bunch of particles. Making this data-driven, very easy. It works really easily. Yeah, the macros. I don't know why I'm saying data-driven. It's macros, you're right. I'm stupid. You get all the death sounds you can select. Very nice. This is the arcade. God of Sound was working on a... Oh, why are these so big? Oh, I bet the NBT format changed, didn't it? Okay, we were spawning in baby sheep, and we're trying to make a coin pusher out of just tiny little baby sheep. And it was very funny. Like, they were very small. I was going to show them to you, but I think I have to change the command block. Because of... Well, no, I don't know. I'll fix that some other time. Got the little bakery. You can select your chef kit. This is supposed to be like an Apple store. No, don't worry about it, God of Sound. No pressure. We're going to be working on this for another couple weeks, probably, at least. And yeah, I hope everything last week went well. I don't want to bring it up if you don't want me to, but I just hope it all went well, so. But yeah, this is like an Apple store. You can kind of make fun of the names of the products in here. Get your projectile sound. And the mattress store is just parkour. Got the brewery. I realized I totally skipped over the Art Central. Basically, these are pointless, completely pointless. There's no reason to be in here, except you could donate paintings. So if I give myself coins, I can just buy paintings. and your name's just permanently in the lobby. That's all they do. They have no other purpose than that. It's so stupid, but I love it. And then you can buy these, which are not even like good looking ones. They're just expensive. I mean, they're fine, but some of these are really cool. I might do a special map or something when you unlock everything. That's funny. Brewery. That's how sometimes I talk anyways, because I'm not the best at using my mouth to speak. In here you can buy things to multiply your coins. So basically the next... Yeah, let me give myself some coins. So you pick up coins as a pickup, you get an extra coin for the next 500. So that's a 10 times investment, but you got to play a handful of rounds to make more money. Cactus, same thing. That's actually, what is that, 40 times? But you got to get, 100 kills. And then torch flower, you win, you get 25 coins. So it's kind of fun. This is just a building to see all of the different power-ups that we have in the game right now. That's new. Oh, the sounds, yeah. I love that sound effect. The thorns damage. Here's where you select your crossbow kit. The tutorial. Which I feel like this is not going to be the best tutorial, but this game basically doesn't need a tutorial, so I don't know. And then, I feel like everybody's seen this one already. We can select the map and game modes and whatnot. So, that's basically it in terms of progress. And then we can also look at where Gem is. She's been revamping Desert, and phasing through the walls. Really like the all the desserts. She's having a hard time with adding water. Like, how do you add water for the Trident classes? Ooh, I like the cookies. That's kind of a funny face. So if you have any ideas for how to implement water, because these, when you're playing, they're really annoying. They're not very good. But like most of the maps should have a couple good water sources. And then rings we changed. Let me teleport there. We changed so that you have a jump pad now. But it's just kind of goofy. Another big thing is advancements. Each one of these gives, I think, 25 coins. The coins, like unlocking classes, you play like one round and you get like 30. Oh, if the Trident worked in powdered snow, that'd be kind of cool. That would be neat. You could make it to where the powdered snow is like a layer and then water below it, maybe? Like, if you did something like this. So, like, let me give myself an anvil and trident. Get myself a Riptide 3. Oh, I broke it, didn't I? But I can just do this. Oh. Jim was telling me that, and I was doing that already. We are on the same wavelength sometimes. No, that won't work. That's pretty bad. You could disguise it, but then it's kind of confusing for players too. That might be an option. Like if I could do a giant display entity of like ice, or not ice, but glass over ice. Maybe that would work. That's not a bad idea. I don't think any other map has changed. We're gonna redo some of these. Oh wait, that's here's a fun Easter egg. This has been in the map for like a really long time. One of the builders, I think it was Fabulous Fox. Yeah, he even did it. He just added a random adder to the maps. Why? I don't know. He just felt like he had to. So we'll do plus mode, I guess. We'll do 1 plus 2. And it lights up 3. 1 and 2. Which, I mean, this here doesn't help us much, but we could do 2 and 2, and it lights up the 4-bit. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, Flamingo, you can do that. Currently, I'm not gonna lie, there's just a random command block in the rings map. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's in this pillar. Pro tip, don't do it this way because it's just not the way to do it, but I'm just doing it because I think it's funny. It's just, if you're standing on a carpet, it'll make you do it in like a 128 block radius. That's it. And then somebody will play without data pack, or without command blocks on, and then wonder why things are broken. And I'll just sit and laugh. Because I don't care. Teleport here. I think these got removed. We're going to redo all of these maps. We're just going to delete them. Like this one, at least. This one. Oop. Hit my shader button. This map definitely. It just feels weird to play. This map. The worst map in the game, I think. Like, it's not even interesting. It's just flat. That's so uninteresting for gameplay. Rings we're not going to touch because it's one of everybody's favorite maps. So is this one. We might make it look better. But part of the... I don't know. I kind of like this map. I kind of like that it's kind of ugly. It's got a lot of charm in it. Ugly charm, but it's charm. All in, yeah. It's basically Killstreak 2. I should do that and then give somebody random people capes credit because that's apparently the new meta for... I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. The new meta for... Oh my goodness, I whiffed so hard on all these. I'm just going to leave them because it's funny. What? Oh, I want to be up there. Okay, maybe not. Flamingo, have you had the chance to use Axiom yet? That's what I've been just playing around with, getting used to it, and it's so much fun. Yeah. I think we're gonna keep the flatness of it to some extent, but we just need like different. You're right though. It is kind of nice to have a flat level to where you can shoot each other, but just like good cover, not. Yeah, I think you would like it. There's a lot. It's just really powerful. I don't know if you've seen much demos of it. You've got these. It's basically world edit, but visualized. Like, to me, that's the most fun part of it. You've got all this, and you can cancel, and you can do... You're tired? Okay, God of Sound. Thanks for joining for just a little bit, and I hope... you asked earlier. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. The water stuff is for the training class. But, yeah. I'll see you later. Haven't built stuff in a minute. Definitely will try it. Yeah. Even if you're just doing, like, dev work, you know, sometimes you build a line of blocks. Like, you just want a platform somewhere, and you can just do this, and then... Oop. I just swapped my hopper. Oh, well. You can just do this. Stack that way. Oop. You know, stack that way, and then stack... that way, and then select the whole thing. And stack, like, you know, all the way across this whole thing. And then you do that, and you're like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Use Control Z everything. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh, was that flower over there? But it's just a visual. Oh, cool. He's gonna work on the coin pusher. I'm excited. That's gonna be so pointless, but it's gonna be so funny to have a coin pusher. Yeah, just visual world edit. It's fun. It really is. Let's design this just a little bit. What are we thinking? Do you think a log cabin or like a lodge type of place would be fun, or something a little bit more, I don't know. I'm thinking kind of log cabin lodge type of thing. And we're going to make it bigger. This is just going to be a back porch of it. We go like a tough foundation with bricks. And build just a little bit. There we go, we'll do that. I'm going to raise it up that way and stack it this way, about to there, I think. Big fan of log cabins. Okay, we'll do something kind of like that. Yeah. And then I kind of want to do a copper roof. I like copper roofs. They're fun. I should have just grabbed normal spruce wood. One of the weirdest things about Axiom is like you can like break half slabs, and or if you like want to just make a stair, you can do that. There's like weird settings you can change so you can do stuff like that. And it takes a while to get used to, but once you do, you're like, oh, this is actually extremely useful, and I'm glad I'm getting the chance to use it. Okay, let's just do this basically. Okay, I kind of like that. I wish I could make this half a block less. So I want a ledge here, but I don't want that much. Yeah. And then there's also modes like replace where, you know, when you're like replacing a bunch of stuff, you can do that, or oh cool, I just deleted my replacement. That's actually what I wanted. You can turn on no clip in creative mode. Very useful. Infinite reach, you can do that with like commands now, so it's not as important, but it is nice. Fast place is like the replace, but normal. And then no updates is kind of cool because you can do stuff where... Oh, I'm still on replace, oops. You know, you're doing stuff where it's not going to update anything. Like if I had a concrete powder and placed water next to it, it wouldn't update. Almost like it's self-explanatory. It's just fun stuff. Okay. Dem's just coming over here and build. I'm not gonna complain. What if we used what is it called? Is it chinking? Is that right? What if we use signs for that? That's the right word? I feel like it's not. I feel like I'm not saying something good. Let me look that up. It is, yeah. Okay. Creative mode actually is kind of neglected. You're kind of right actually with that. That's actually kind of a good take. Okay, what if you did something like this, where you can kind of like alternate between... How far does this render? Oh, that's far enough. Yeah, that's far enough. You'd cover it with trees or whatever. Yeah, that'll work. Am I stealing this from B-dubs? Maybe. Yeah, I like that. You think about how hard it is to build without mods? It's so tedious now. If we had stuff like this, you know, all the time, it'd be so cool. I mean, you could just do stuff like this and just, you know, stack, done. Actually, I'm going to delete this much. Because we're building a porch here, of course. Oh, that's annoying. Let me turn that off. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying. I kind of like the jungle. It kind of works. It's kind of weird. Yeah, bedrocks. If you ever feel bad about having... ever feel bad about what little we have, just remember Bedrock Edition exists, right? I don't even know what just happened. There we go, it's fixed. I think Jim was doing the same thing I was doing. Oh, I don't. Clone. And we really don't want these to be like this. We want it to be stacking the other way. Like so. You know, that works really well. If you step back, it's really nice. Up close, it's a little, you know, it's a little weird. Yeah, building anything big's pretty bad. It's pretty tedious. Jim's making this work. The bad thing is like the sign kind of messes that up, but I think it's okay. Oh yeah, the button fixes that, doesn't it? This is cool. I like it. What I really like about, and I don't want stack, I want clone. What I really like about Axiom that makes it so much better than World Edit is most of it is just visualizing everything. You don't realize how important that is to see what you're doing before you do it. It saves so much time. After getting Sprint Racer updated, oh nice, you got it updated. Oh no. Is it just like a tick summon entity type thing? I hate it when that stuff happens and it gets through and you don't notice it on realms and then later you feel like you're an idiot. Look like you have no idea what you're doing, even though players like don't care. Most of the player base is like, they play like 4 minutes anyways, it doesn't even matter. It's kind of funny. And you're like, I guess it doesn't matter. There we go. Oh, I skipped the signs. Oops. There we go. And we'll fix this up, however. Global variable holder. Entity. Oh. Do you still store all of your global variables in an entity? I'm sure you have a good reason for it. I'm just curious. Is that just easier to work with than a pseudo entity? Like a pseudo player? Oh, okay. I mean, you could always just like find and replace in the entire pack. That's honestly, at this point, that's not even a bad idea to do it that way. Then it would solve your problem. But it's up to you, of course. Okay, we're gonna need some windows in this. It's looking weird. Thankfully, copper trapdoors exist, and copper in general. So nice. Such a good contrasting block. A little weird, the transition there, but can make it work. Oh, yeah. I wish there was a way to do tags that's better. Because stuff like that, it can be really annoying to work with. Okay, we're jamming out a little too hard here. There we go. Calm down just a hair. Yeah. I figured you thought of everything. It's like your only solution. That kind of breaks that up enough, I think. Okay, I'm going to need a general shape. Let me look one up real quick. What is that? It's almost a 45-degree angle. Very close. Give me more images. Yeah, most of these are like almost a 45-degree angle. Okay. Maybe we can make that work. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to... Because you used them heavily, like creating a scoreboard for every tag is just stupid. You could find a way to use rejects and like... maybe... That's kind of bad though. Yeah, I don't know. Chicken mine code? Is that one of the maps? The race? Oh, okay. That is really funny. The chicken mine. Duh. The thing you step on. That's actually really funny. Oh, that's hilarious. You should write that down. That's a funny bug. I love reading about quirky bugs like that. That's just fun. That's always fun. You gotta love it. As annoying as it was to find, I'm sure. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Have you ever seen the video about what is it, Sims 3 patch notes, I think? That's also a classic. Would highly recommend. Ooh, yeah, you gotta watch that. That's really funny. I think it's called like the you gotta I can't remember the name, so you'll have to look it up. If anybody has the name of that, let me know. Because it's really funny. Would highly recommend. So ugly. Yeah. Development work is like one of the most relatable things. Because like you think you're so bad at developing, and then you realize just everybody is kind of bad. And they're all just like trying to figure out how to be less bad at it together. Not in a, you know, we're not all bad in a bad way necessarily. It's just funny that like it's so easy to make so many of these mistakes, and then you make fun of yourself and think you're bad, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, no, I'm just kind of stupid. Just making dumb mistakes. Okay. What am I doing wrong here? Is the foundation too high? Or too low? Because it's like you're standing on the logs. That might be the problem. Yeah, because you kind of walk on the stone, don't you? Yeah. Well, depends. I've got a handful of them listed. And it really does kind of depend. They do mostly have stone floors. Well, not mostly. A lot of them have stone floors. You know what I did wrong? I think I put the roof going the wrong way. That's what I did wrong. Simple as that. What? How can we delete this? Like that? Extend there. It's gone. Reduce to atoms. Okay. Let's try this again. Can we... I want to do kind of a front porch too. I think that would be nice. Can I do tough? Let's do tough stone like this. It's not ideal, but for now it'll be perfect. Sure. Then that way we can kind of get a general idea of how far the roof should be out. Do like this. Nah, it's not really gonna work. Look, you can stack stuff like that. Like, look at that. That's so crazy. uh, oh, wow. That just made it infinitely better. Yeah. My scale was off. That's what the problem was. Extend that there. What am I doing? Oh, I'm stacking. Cancel. Thought I was cloning. Can I just copy the whole thing? Sure. We'll delete half the slabs. Perfect. That'll work. We'll put some random doors in places that we don't want them. Okay. The -1 next to the unready. Here's a fun development quirk. A lot of times I'm by myself when I'm testing, and I realize like it's taking so much more time to test because I have to wait for people to be around. And it was just me being lazy because I didn't want to make it so that like one player could start the game. So this is how I did that. I just said one player is actually 2 players. Okay, go ahead and start the game. That's all it means. That's all it is. I'm just stupid and lazy. That's all it is. Okay, you don't need to be there, log. Go back to clone. Look at that. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, I think we can do a couple skylights here. I think that'll look really nice. Maybe there and here? I think that lines up. Does that look kind of goofy lining up with the windows too? Let me see if that's kind of how they go. It's a little goofy. Well, it's very symmetrical. But I don't think you'll notice it too much. Okay, now we'll cover this back up just in case. There we go, perfect. And then we can clone this. Oh, perfect. Then we can just do one of these. Nice. Flamingo, have you seen the new class yet? Not Alchemist, but the other one? Or anybody else? Does anybody else, have they heard of the new class? There's a new one. And I feel like it's a bad idea, but I did it because I think it's kind of funny. I just have to make sure it's worse than the other classes, because if it's not, it's going to be really powerful. A very early version. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think you were there. You were, weren't you? Basically, why be a ranged guy when you can be a guy with a sword that can reach all the way across the map? That's the theory of it. That's basically all the kit is. And it's really stupid, but in terms of gameplay, it's actually, I don't know. There's something about it that's actually pretty fun. I don't know if it's gonna be balanced. I know for a fact during stuff like minigame mash, people are gonna be going crazy. What kind of saves it a little bit is the more you hit somebody, the more your range gets depleted. Let me see if I can show that off. I like that. That's actually, you know, it's kind of nice. You stand away from here and you still get kind of the general gist of it, and you get just close enough and you can see a little bit more. Interesting. Yeah, that's chef. That's the new class. There's griller, baker, and butcher. I think butcher's needs to be tuned a little bit. Baker's kind of the worst one, although griller might be now. Yeah. Oh, I need to fix that too. You die every time. But oh, that's journey map. Oh, that's annoying actually. Can I turn that off? I can. I'll do that later. Do I have a settings? There we go. Hope that doesn't apply for everything. So this oil is how far you can reach. Now something that everybody's going to do is just drink it. That's not how you use it. But I do have a function that, depending on how far you can reach, has a flame in front of you. And so if I summon, I don't know, a blaze. Ow, that hurt. I can actually hit him from here. If I don't die, because I'm bad. Why do I feel like I'm so slow? Especially on maps like this where you can fall for a really long time. That's kind of just goofy, right? That's kind of stupid. But if you pick up a... Oh, that's a... Actually, let me pick that up. Too. I'll talk about that in a second. If you get a chest, which I'm just going to give myself. It automatically gives you your power-up. So each class has a power-up item and their oil. So you get oil, that's like your arrows. And then your power-up item, which for Baker is speed and haste. Oh, I also added wind charges, which is kind of fun. But I also added for power-ups different tunics. So there's one that's speed. Doesn't give you any other bonus, just speed, not even armor. But I guess let me summon another blaze. It only has like 3 hits. Also, it gets, when you put it on, it gets your dice applied. Wow, this blaze is kind of bad. Oh, I didn't realize that doesn't count. Get out of here. Now I can punch him. So it's really powerful as a class. Like, see how far I can punch. It gets pretty hard to hit over time. But you do so little damage that it's honestly not that good. The problem with Butcher is that he does like 6 hearts instead of a heart and a half, so then it is kind of good. But the only thing that's kind of good with these is the knockback sort of works at that range, and it's really funny. Like you... Oh, of course. Like fly up here just for sake of argument. So this blaze, I just hit him from miles away. It does feel kind of weird, but when you're strafing or if there's like grass, it's really hard to hit. So I don't know. It might be really busted. It might be really good, but we'll see. It just depends. Look at this. But you see the oil go down, and that's just using macros. I do it right when you can do it with macros. That's my new slogan. Oh, are we on tug of war? Of course we are. You kill one. There we go. Sorry, Gem. I'll turn that off just in case it starts playing music for winning. Maybe we could do this. Yes, I could copy and paste, but I don't want to. That's nice. I don't know. I like it. Feels good. I realized we've been streaming for a little over an hour, so I'll probably have to quit before too long. But don't forget a fireplace. Oh, good point. You do need a fireplace. I'm gonna put a campfire in here just to remember. Perfect. And we'll have collect your bow and whatnot, and then come out here and do the target range. So that'll be good. Are you updating any other maps, Flamingo? Or have you updated anything? 1.21 was kind of annoying because it didn't really change anything or add anything cool. It was just like, oh, by the way, just rename all your folders. It's like, what? Come on. What are you doing? But it could have been worse. Things can always be worse. Hey, can we do it like this? Maybe. Needs to be horizontal. I think this needs to just wrap around it better. We can get our... There we go. And maybe wrap around like so. I don't know. This I'm going to have to play with a little bit. You've already updated everything? Yeah. There's been a lot of changes. I'm glad I'm going to be honest, I haven't been to a single Realms Mapmaker meetup thing. I just haven't had time. But I heard that they talked about updates breaking stuff constantly and how annoying that is for everybody. I really hope they do something about it because it's been kind of sad lately. Seems like you have to update your map more than make stuff with maps. It's like, come on, I just want to make fun stuff. Come on, man. Might patch one map to put in computer-controlled players. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, interesting. Which map is that? I'm trying to think. It's not Sprint Racer. You already added, or somebody added. It was you, right? Yeah. That's what I like the too long didn't read versions of stuff because of that. It's like, yes, people have a lot of stuff to complain about, and it's most of it's fairly valid, but after a while, you kind of start beating a dead horse. Is this good? I think it's too flat up there. I think either this needs to be pulled out one. Let me look at my references. I like that. Okay. We're going to figure out this window, and then I think I'm going to call it for today. Oh, that's actually part of it. Oops. think I'm on the right track with it, but not the perfect track. I think what we need actually is maybe stairs even. I wonder if we could throw in some prismarine in here just to make things interesting. That's what we need, is right there. Can we... Good Phantom is the one I want to add. Oh. I'm planning on playing that fairly soon. Maybe I'll do a... You know what I want to do is a live stream day where I can just stream and play like map after map. I definitely... That's on my one of my list. Or one on my list. Wow, that's chunky. Fox's Life is definitely Fox's Life. We're in a little bit of a standstill because of updating for builders and everything. I think I updated it to 1.20.6 fairly painlessly, which was nice. So that's done. But I do have to... we do have to work together and do simple stuff like making the map better. So one issue I've run into a handful of times is that's definitely the right call, doing it that way. I test everything, and then the builders make things look better. And this is no fault of theirs, but then I go back and play test again, and a lot of that stuff's broken because of you move blocks around, you move a building over a couple blocks, stuff's hard-coded. And you can't use entities for everything because then it's super laggy and basically unplayable. So, but it's just tedious. But other than that, it's been going great. It's always fun to work on. It's just on fly. It's good to have a project you can just always enjoy working on. I think that's a little splash of the spruce that we needed. Okay, how can we clone? Can we clone this like whole chunk? Let's extend it there. Let me do that again. I forgot to clone with air. Yeah, that's too far. There we go. That's pretty good. I like that. But Fox's Life is playable. Like, it's been playable for probably a year and a half. Like, 100%able playable. We're just making things better. It's like my final map, my coup de grace, even. It's not necessarily my final map. It's just... I'm definitely going to be taking a break after finishing it and working more on like Unity and other stuff. Just change things up. I'm thinking these buttons are not the right call. I think we need... I think that's better. It looks like a continuation of this is the only problem. Nah, that's definitely better. Okay. I'll probably be calling it here before too long. Or in the next couple seconds even. Next handful of seconds. But thanks everybody for joining me. Thanks Flamingo and Andeal and God of Sound even for popping in for a couple seconds. And also everybody that's watching after the fact. Or the lurkers even. Always makes it fun when we get to chat, get to talk about things. Whatever. Discuss changes. Complain about maps being broken and our bugs that we've created and trying to fix them. It's always fun. I'm going to keep building. I'm going to tidy this up, make things pretty. A lot of this stuff I need my full brain. I can't be too entertaining, and so no one would want to watch me do it after the fact. So I'll just do the good old recap once I finish it. But anyways, we're going to head out, and I'll see you at the next stream. Bye-bye.